Morning friends, I'm here checking out one of the locations that I'm hoping to camp at the end of the month. I haven't been here for about, I think, 6 months, so it'd be interesting to see if anyone else has found it in the meantime. Right, I'll give you a quick look round of the approach. Right, I'm in one of the deep valleys that we have here in Hastings, loads of them in the country park. Give you an idea what the sides are like. It's a sandstone, almost cliff, relatively flat on the top though, and opposite side much the same. I'm going to be camping on top of one of these. I'll show you when I get there. Wind our way in through the trees. Ooh. You can make about a bit of a footpath here. It's not a path to anywhere, but obviously people do to and fro through here, me included, but not for a long time. No sign of any rubbish, which is a good start. I don't think anyone's been here since me, which is great. There's a bit of burning on them logs there, which I don't remember beforehand, so maybe, but not for a while. The old fire pit full of leaves, and no one's been here recently. Here's Rick's lookout tree, Rick all black. Got a photo of him standing up there, doing his Rick thing. Yes, it's nice to be back. I think last time, if I remember right, I had my tarp set up. I was ground dwelling. I was in this area, tied off to this tree here, and Rick was over here somewhere. Good night that was. Funny night. Sitting there quietly around the campfire, listening to 80s dance music. There's a holiday site probably about a mile from here in a straight line, something like that. And it was May Day, and they was having obviously a disco, and the music was drifting across the valley. And it was quite nice. It wasn't loud enough to be intrusive, but you could make out what was being played, and we'd be sitting there and every now and again, oh, I remember this one. Yeah, good fun night that was. Okay, I'm at the second location. This will be the second place that I'm going to camp that long weekend. Completely different, this one. I know it just looks like more woodland, but this is a completely private site. Okay, I'm going quiet. There's deer walking around behind me. I'm going to change the other camera for better image. Just as I turn round, the main lock buggered off. Oh, there goes the stag. Couldn't believe that. doing my little opening piece to it, and I could hear some rustling, and I thought, hey, there's some bugger in the woods here with me, which is weird because it's private. Looked over my shoulder, and it's the deer walking past. Well, there you go. Right, where was I? Right, can't think where I was now before I was rudely interrupted by those deer. Private woodland. I'm outside of Hastings now, about 5-10 minute drive. I'm not saying where it is. A, because I want no one else to come here. B, I shouldn't be here. So, yeah. Keep the location quiet. Yeah, more woodland, completely different this time. Many years ago, I believe it was a quarry. It was abandoned and just left to go wild. So now it's just a big wildwood. Deer in here, have you just seen? Amongst other things. There's always lots of rustling and noise and whatever going on. Nice little site. I have camped here once before. I'm going to try and find a bit better location than I had last time. If I find anything, you know, more interesting than just looking at trees, I'll film a bit more. Just put the camera away in my pocket, walked around the corner, found this. It's obviously recently disturbed. Tree trunk, or what's left of it, has all been broken up there. Something's been rooting about here. See the exposed roots and so on in the ground. Quite a large, sort of concentrated area. Normally when you get badgers do this, it's, you know, in one spot they're digging because they smell something, sort of thing. This is a bit bigger. It's not out of the realms of possibility. There could be wild boar. There is in the area. Never seen the evidence in here, but they are constantly moving. So I'll keep my eyes out. But yeah, that's an interesting development since I was last in here. Oh, and if you're wondering about the sign, it's a memorial to someone's father, I believe the landowner. Okay, what am I spotting now through the trees? It's a big ass dog fox. I would zoom it, but I'll lose all definition, so I'll stay there and see if he's under that fallen tree, heading this direction, down into the valley. I don't know if you can make that out, it's just disappearing down there. He's big. I thought it was a dog at first. I think he's coming up the bank this side, so I'll crouch down. He's in lovely condition. Big bushy tail. Just hope I've got enough space left on the camera storage here. Behind the bloody tree. Go left or right, you muppet. I'll get up and slowly move that way. He's seen me. He's off. He's down to the stream, crossing the stream. See ya! I really must get a better camera that I can zoom. It'll make life so much easier.